Hey Moon Magic, Super Souls, welcome to today's readings. And beautiful souls, welcome back if you're returning. Welcome if you're new. Today we are asking for an immediate message, something you really, really, really need to hear right now. And I will also see how that pans out, how the information, see what information comes through for that immediate message, and then see how that's going to pan out in the next 7 days. We'll look at the week ahead. These are readings that I post every single Sunday. It's a real weekly touch base with spirit set of readings. I post them week in, week out. And thank you so much to those of you who I know check in every week and follow the readings. It is such an honour and such a privilege to read for you. Beautiful souls, thank you so, so much. Thank you for being here. Now we have 3 cards for you to choose from, 3 piles. In a moment, I'm going to draw some runes and some charms as well. But let me show you the cards first. So for pile 1, we have Cosmic Egg. This is for pile 1. Pile 2, we have Moth. Pile 3, we have Zebra. So these are the 3 cards to help to guide you to whichever pile or piles is speaking to you. Now, I'm going to draw those charms and runes as well. Let me put a little counter down so you can see them clearly. Though actually now I've got a new kind of a new desk that I'm using to read on. Maybe that the charms will stand out enough anyway, but I know many of you like to just have that darker background on these counters. So let's have a look. So pile 1, your charm is a beautiful dragonfly. And 2 runes. You have Berkana, the rune of growth, and you also have the rune of the spiritual warrior, Tewaz. Okay, so that's for pile 1. Pile 2. Okay, you've got 2 actually. You've got the big heart, which is absolutely beautiful. You also have like a fishbone. I'm going to put that, see if I can fit that in the middle of the heart. Will that work? Yeah. You have a fishbone and a beautiful big heart, along with moth. And 2 runes again. You have Suelo. This is the rune of wholeness. Wow, 2 very powerful runes. You have Degas as well. This is the rune of breakthrough. Okay. And then finally, we have a butterfly for pile 3. Isn't that gorgeous? Butterfly for pile 3 with the rune of Perth, which is a rune of initiation. And you also have the rune of flow. This is Lagos, the rune of flow. Very, very interesting energies coming through already. Very exciting, actually. Yeah, I'm very excited to be doing these readings. They're certainly powerful. There's no question of it. These are very powerful readings. The combination of runes is something else, especially connecting with these cards. Beautiful souls. This is the time to really just sit with the cards, the runes, the charms. Let me make sure that camera is focused in for you. I hope you can see everything really clearly. Now, beautiful souls, if you're drawn to more than one, like it could be a card from one pile, a rune from another, a charm from another. Just trust that guidance. Trust your inner guidance. Sometimes people are drawn to more than one card. Sometimes it's really, really so obvious which one you are drawn to immediately. But beautiful souls, I'm going to leave the video running just a few moments longer for you in case you need a bit more time. You can always press the pause button if you need even more time. And I will see you in the readings in just a moment. I'll put the timestamps in the description box below and I will put them in a comment for you as well. See you in just a minute. Hey, pile one, welcome to your reading. We're going to be asking for an immediate message. Let me just focus that camera. Asking for an immediate message for you, and we'll look at the week ahead for you as well. Now, I feel you may need to take action or make a decision about something, or sort of actually do something here. The Cosmic Egg is the very, very last card in this particular deck. So it kind of symbolizes completion in some way. It's a bit like the card of the world in the tarot. And Berkana symbolizes like a whole new phase of life. It's not even like a new chapter, it's like the sequel. It's just a real new phase of life. It's a whole period of new growth. And with the rune of the spiritual warrior of Tewaz, it has such a decisive, taking action kind of energy. And I find myself feeling as though you may need to take an action. You may be required to actually do something in order to create the shift. You know, dragonflies are about seeing through the illusion. I mean, maybe there's an egg to hatch here. I don't know. Let's dive into your cards and find out more. What is the immediate message? I think it's actually this one, this card for you. Cleanse. Ah, okay. Okay, so you have the card of Cleanse. Now I'm going to use a particular tarot pack, and then I'm going to use a second tarot pack as well. This is the Inner Child Fairy Tale tarot pack. I absolutely adore these cards. They are fabulous. Right, you have Aladdin and the Magic Lamp. This is actually the card of the Magician in a traditional pack. So yeah, maybe you do have to do something. Or make a wish. Maybe the doing is to release something, to cleanse. You have the card of Cinderella as well, which is the card of the Moon in a traditional pack. You have the Child of Wands as well, which is the Page of Wands. Now, I feel like I kind of almost want to say you can have the earth, which is a bit of a big statement to make, let's face it. To say to you, pile one, what do you want to put into the universe? What do you want to wish for? If you wish for something, it will be brought to you. It's like, but you do, I think, also have to take an action here. The Page of Wands has such a passionate, electric, excited, happening energy. And even though something is quite fresh and new about this card, I do feel you do need to do something. In fact, I think maybe you need to initiate something new. Something that is new for you. Now, it could be an additional, I don't know, string to your bow. It could be, we'll find out more. Let's get more information. Let's find out more information for you. But yeah, I actually do feel, in a way, I think you're in a very good position to manifest something. Maybe you feel like you can't with the dragonfly. Maybe you're feeling like you can't initiate something, or you're stuck with something, or I don't know. What is it you need to cleanse and move through? These three cards are so positive. It's like, I feel like, I mean, in a way, it's a bit like Cinderella. Cinderella could be very despondent, couldn't, I mean, really, if you were in Cinderella's position, you might genuinely be feeling a little bit despondent. You might genuinely be feeling like, you know, gosh, will my prince ever arrive? Will my world ever change? Let me just see if I can adjust the lighting, beautiful souls, because it feels like it is getting a little darker outside, and I think it's affecting the lighting. I'm just going to see if I can turn the lights up a little bit in here. Bear with me. Great, that looks a little better, a little brighter. Maybe that's the deal. Maybe your message is to say to you There is a very, very bright future awaiting you. Something with very, sort of want to say good prospects, really. You know, like a prince, really. I mean, you know, if you if you're working in a family who don't like you or treat you like a servant or whatever, I just feel that there is a world out there waiting for you. But I think maybe you need to do something. Now, I've got, see this snake here. So I feel like there's a need to, on the one hand, to sort of believe in the possibility of something. Maybe that's what you need to cleanse. Maybe it's a process. You need to cleanse something, release something, so that you can then kind of take whatever actions are needed to move this forwards. The new phase of life is coming. Of that, you know, I think there is a message here within that. Whatever your circumstances, the big new sequel is arriving, and it's very, very magical. In a way, a bit like Cinderella, it's bigger and better than you could have imagined. It would be like the dream that you didn't think you could have. So I think that a very big and amazing world is awaiting you. And that is one message that's coming through. The Cosmic Egg card is very interesting because as a sort of a world type energy, and we have a world here, in many ways it kind of does say the world is your oyster. There's so much coming for you. On the other hand, if you're not connected with this energy, if you're a bit disconnected or discombobulated with yourself, then it's kind of like, then it's advising that you get really, really centered here. Let's draw tarot cards, your tarot cards, or more tarot cards beyond these, and see what we have. Okay. So you have the 7 of peppermills, which is the 7 of wands. The Lovers. That's interesting because the Lovers, I'm seeing these, I'm seeing these, I'm seeing these, and that one, and that one, and that one too. Okay. Right, let's put these along here. So, 7 of peppermills, the Lovers. The 2 of hats, which is cups, the 2 of cups. So 7 of wands, the Lovers, 2 of cups, the Ace of Pentacles, another 7, 7 of cups, the 3 of hats, the 3 of cups, Justice. How interesting. Because he looks very like a hanged man almost. You've got the 4 of cups, you've got the 9 of pentacles. They fit in rather beautifully. Actually, let's put these up here. Where should we put them? Queen of Pentacles as well. And then the 10 of peppermills, the 10 of wands. Okay. I now get your message. Okay. Beautiful souls, I think you are currently a little bit overwhelmed and burdened. Maybe you're carrying too much responsibility, or there's something, maybe there is something actually very big, because this is all amazing. This is like saying you can have the world. Something that you are dreaming in, manifesting, can really, really, really happen. It can grow. It's bringing you the whole chapter of life that you have wanted. For some reason, I think you're feeling really daunted by it. It may actually be that you feel like you've bitten off more than you can chew, or that it's a bigger project than you thought it would be. I think there's some really practical advice in your reading, actually, my beautiful souls. I think your spirit team, Spirit is saying to you, start to get really clear. You do actually need to take some actions. It's almost as though, this feels for me like it's a really pragmatic reading. There's something that you're that is going to potentially, really, I mean, quite honestly, bring you the world. And I think that there's a need to be systematic about how you approach this. Practical. One step at a time. Not try to assume that it... I think there will come a point when it just does land. I think it will happen, like magic. I really do. I think it's going to manifest. But right now, I think you're needing to attend to things in quite a practical way. Just it's almost like chip away at it. It's really interesting, the Two of Cups. She looks ever so grumpy. And then we have this Cheshire Cat smiling here. Our Queen of Hearts and our King of Hearts. This doesn't look like... It's like it ought to be a happy card, but it doesn't look like it. They look really grumpy, or he looks kind of like he's kind of imploring her, and she looks just really, really grumpy. She's having a bad day, and everyone's going to know it. I mean, that's the kind of queen energy in this pack. That's the thing, really. It's kind of like this should be the most delightful, loving card, and yet she looks really grumpy. It's like she's not satisfied. We have the 3. We're moving from the 2 of Cups to the 3 of Cups. And then the 4 of Cups. I think this is about sitting in gratitude right now, my beautiful souls. And sort of attending to, like, look around you, write a list of things to be grateful for. I think you've got a lot on your plate, but I also think you, a bit like Cinderella, she just had an endless list of stuff to do. It would be like, I can't remember exactly the details of the story, but I'm wondering, did her stepmother and sisters actually say to her, well, if you finish all of these things, you can come on and watch on the sidelines, kind of thing. There's something about feeling like you've got so much to do, you're never going to achieve or get the thing you really want. Almost as if for some of you, it feels like there isn't room for you to... There's so much to do, so much happening. There isn't room for you to have the stuff you really, really want. I think there is. So, let's check out the cleanse card. Could we please have guidance and advice around the cleanse card, please? Okay, another 7. 7 of Pentacles. And the Wheel of Fortune. Right, think about where you invest your time. Think about where you invest your time, your energy, your thoughts. If you sit in a space of gratitude, and I think the situation here can shift. The shift is to do with you. You're needing maybe to take an action. The action, even if you're feeling overloaded and tired, I think the action might be to do what you need to do in a steady way. Like, you know, attend to your daily tasks, but put some boundaries around things. The Justice card looks like the Hanged Man, and there's a little balance here. Bring your life into balance. If you feel like, let's say you're trying to attract love, I'm just going to use it as an example, or you're feeling like your relationship is a little bit not running really smoothly, but you're really, really, really busy with a project or whatever, bring your life into balance. I think that then the magic will happen. I think you can have it all. You may even find yourself a bit torn between your home life or your work life balance somehow. See through the illusion. You can have both. You really can have both. The more you take time out to play, and I don't mean all or nothing, you know, walk away from, I'm not suggesting you walk away from your responsibilities, but I think your responsibilities need to balance with your well-being as well and time to play. As long as you are overworking. Because I think that is what we're seeing here. It's like basically you're trying too hard. You're trying too hard to bring something forth. Bring balance into it. With the Lovers, they're balanced. There's a really, really nice balance here of Tweedledum and Tweedledee. And I think to make the Two of Cups a lovely joyous card, to bring that lovely joyous energy, there's energy needed in relationship, energy needed, whether it's your relationship with yourself, whether it's your relationship with, a partner or a family, like have a date night instead of staying late at work. Or there's something that has just been burdening you, almost like more and more and more responsibility. And this is sort of saying, take charge of this. Don't let it spiral down. You can choose. This is about activating your choice, and this is really the primary message is activate your choice to be balanced. Look at the Justice card. He's balancing. The Lovers, they are balanced. The Two of Cups should be joyous, but she doesn't look joyous. I do feel that you... And then look at this. The Nine of Pentacles. Something will come knocking on your door. This, which is what happened with Cinderella. The fact, suddenly there she was, all down in the dumps, thinking that, feeling heartbroken, left out. And then suddenly there's a knock on the door, or magically her fairy godmother appears, or someone appears and magics it all and makes it all happen. We have Aladdin and the magic lamp. Suddenly you clean the lamp and the genie says, what would you like? I actually think that this is to do with shifting your energy from a place where you're feeling, or literally shifting your work-life balance to a place where you bring yourself back into balance. You choose to continue to invest in work and stuff, but you also choose to invest in play. You also choose to invest in your friends, your family, the social stuff, your relationships. And it's really interesting. The moment you bring yourself back into balance, the moment you stop trying to push to make something happen, the moment you do that, opportunity will knock on your door, and it will be like magical gifts that just arrive to make your dreams come true. So I don't think you have to take an action to make a dream come true, per se. I think the action you need to take is to see through the illusion of having to do it all or carry everything, or that you have to work. Step away from that perspective. Just step away. Keep your life in balance, bring your life into balance, and I think literally the opportunity that you desire, to something that you need to make your wish come true, will come and knock on your door. As long as you're pushing or carrying everything or doing everything, it's almost like there isn't room for it to come in. May we kindly inquire then how this pans out this week. Is something going to come in this week for my pile ones? May I kindly ask, will the opportunity knock this week? What's happening this week? May we kindly ask, what is happening this week? You have the Page of Pentacles. You've got the 7, you've got another 7. Wow. Gosh, this is a week of choices. I mean, look at that. I think you have every 7 in the pack. 7s are such a point of evaluation, but they're evaluation with awareness. The flamingos is the 7 of Swords. You then have the Knight of Wands coming in. The 6 of Wands. Ooh, and the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. I actually think literally this very week, if you approach your world with conscious choice, the 7 of Swords is a card that really invites you to take conscious action. Approach this week with conscious choice. You plan things, timetable. rather than trying to carry everything. Timetable, be steady. Approach things gently. I think something is going to ride on in. Six of Wands is a card of major success. Absolute major success. I think there'll be a turning point this week, and the key here is to not be stressed about it and not try and overwork. Something is coming in to help you. Something is riding in that will turbocharge something forward to success. I don't think you have to make this happen, and that's the key. So I do think something is coming this week for you. Something is going to emerge and pan out that is bringing you success. Don't try and push for it immediately now. Let this arrive. Let it come to you. That's what I want to say. Rather than overworking, overburdening, over-worrying, think very thoughtfully about how you spend your time, your energy. Where do you invest your thoughts? Where do you invest your actions? Think very, very carefully. Kind of have a plan for a balanced week. And literally, I think something is coming and knocking on your door that is leading to that magical moment of success that you're looking for. So whatever this is for you, it's going to come, but it comes not because you force it, but because you allow it. You allow it to arrive. Yeah, it may even be as well that some of you it's like something completes, and the completion in many ways, again, it's something, the completion in here, I think it does feel more like it's something that it's all about balance. Everything is about balance here. If you're in a state of balance, then what you need will literally come knocking on your door. It will just arrive. This is pretty powerful guidance. Choose wisely in terms of how you plan and how you invest your time and energy. And my goodness me, what you need is just going to come riding into you. I think you might see a genuine sort of win this week of some sort, and possibly really quite a big one. And the big win is coming because you're in a zone where you can receive it rather than trying to make it happen. It's like that scientific sort of thing, isn't it? Like every force is met with an equal force. And this reading is really saying step away. Don't try to push things. Really, really go with the flow. You do need to take decisive actions. You do need to do things. But the doing is about doing something wisely and carefully and thoughtfully and in a measured way rather than going at it gung-ho. I think this is your reading, pile one. Beautiful souls. Yeah, see through the illusion. I really think this is going to be a very, very magical week. Whereas you may be thinking, oh, I've got so much to do, I'm never going to get there, I'll never achieve all of this. And actually, if you approach this in a really measured way, don't assume that you're going to achieve everything, but sort of allow the achievements and the successes to come to you rather than for you to have to make them happen. I think help or something is coming in that will really give you what you need to expand and really to bring some sort of dream to fruition. But yeah, you've got to be ready to receive it. Wow, this is really, really exciting. Keep me posted, pile one. Keep me posted. I would love to hear what's happening in your world. Beautiful souls, this is your reading. If this is resonating with you, do please give me the thumbs up. Don't forget to press a little bell icon if you subscribe, if you want to be a part of this amazing community that we're building here. Thank you so much for being here. Do watch out for extra announcements, because I'm going to be making some extra announcements with some other stuff, some live webinars that I'm doing. I'm doing a big collective reading. If you're watching this as I upload it, I'm doing a big collective reading live on YouTube and some other stuff as well. So just keep an eye out for those extra announcements. And if you want to make sure you never miss anything that I upload, do subscribe and press the little bell icon. And thank you for being here. Tons and tons of love, pile one. Pile two, welcome to your reading. You have Moth. You also have Suello, which is an amazing rune. It's like a pathway to wholeness, and it often says there's only one way to go. And I feel a bit like that with the moth as well, rather like a butterfly. Like a moth is drawn to the flame, a butterfly has to emerge. You know, it can't go backwards. It can't go back and become a caterpillar again. And with breakthrough, Degas, I mean, sometimes this means that we literally do a 180-degree turn. We change direction. So with the energy of Suelo calling you in a particular direction, I think there may genuinely be a pathway you need to follow. I think you'll love it as well with this heart, this big heart. But I'm curious about the charms, the fishbone and the heart together. Let's draw cards before we say any more. What is the immediate message, the important message right now that you need to hear? You have the depths. It's a very watery, Neptunian kind of energy. Okay. Let's see what else we have. Very kindly ask, please, for information, an immediate message for my pile 2s, please. May we kindly have an immediate message for my pile 2s. I am actually seeing, that doesn't feel quite right. May we kindly ask for an immediate message for my pile 2s. I think this one. It's actually that one. Okay, so you have, wow, okay, you've got the 10 of Hearts, you have the 9 of Crystals, so this is the 9 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness me, you have Red Riding Hood. Now I get why we've got the fishbone. You have Little Red Cap, which is actually the card of the Fool, and look at that on her finger, a little moth or a little butterfly. And then you have the 7 of Swords, which is about making a choice here. Okay. Let's put that down there and we'll draw some more cards for you from another tarot pack. Okay. There is like a very golden opportunity in front of you. And the Fool card is suggesting, you know, it's like, are you going to take a risk? Are you going to dive in? Okay. However, I think you have to see something. Maybe you have to see the opportunity. I don't know, like a moth drawn to the flame. The Fool has this sort of similar energy, you know. It's like you're drawn to do something. You want to take that risk. It's like the calling of something is calling to your soul. The fishbone is like we're really getting to the bare bones of something. Look at you wistfully looking out of the window. We need more information. I think you need to get to the depths of something. You need to get beneath the surface. You need to see something beneath the surface. Now, what that's about, I'm not actually quite sure yet, but let's find out. I do think you need to, go a bit deeper with something. See something more deeply. So we have the 4 of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, 2 queens, the Queen of Cups and the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. You've got the 2 of Swords. So there is a decision to make, a direction to go in. I think you need to trust your intuition on something, actually. You have the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Wands. Now, this is quite a card of, there's a real competitive energy here. You have the 6 of Pentacles. Look at this gigantic chocolate cake. Everyone wants a slice of the cake, I feel like. Everybody wants a slice of the cake. What are we being shown here? What's the immediate message? I feel there's another card to come out here. And then the 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Everyone wants a slice of the cake. Does everybody want a slice of you? You've got the 10 of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. I feel like everyone wants a piece of the pie. Everyone wants a slice of something. Is there something you're doing that is actually quite amazing? And everyone wants a piece of you? You're in an environment where you're in an environment where there is something really terrific around you. Look at you wistfully looking out of the window. What is that about? I'm going to draw more cards around this. I think you need to listen to your intuition. Because look at this, something's being presented and yet there's something else. This would almost be like, look at the small print. And with the Five of Pentacles, he's got a tear here on his eye, almost like that. That's... I think that there's a pressure on something in your world. I think maybe there's a pressure to make a decision because, or there's something that you can have and it looks really good. And I'm not saying you won't get the really good answer, the really good thing. I think it looks really amazing. And I do actually think it is amazing, to be quite honest. I think it is the path to follow. I think it constitutes like a breakthrough moment for you. It's something you have really, really yearned for and wanted. You've looked out of the window and daydreamed about this. You've made a wish list. This is what you would really, really like. But this is also, it's like the moment when you get it, the 180-degree turn, the breakthrough moment, the light bulb. I think the breakthrough moment is upon you. However, I think there is a need to look more deeply. It's like maybe there's some negotiation that needs doing. I think there's sort of pressure that I'm going to give some examples to try and describe the energy. This feels for me like there's an offer of something you would really like. The challenge around it is that it's almost as though you feel like you have to jump straight in. And because if you don't, like the offer would vanish. Whereas actually, I think it's more important to look under the surface, to see the depths of something. It's a bit like being offered an opportunity, and you think, no, I'm just going to go for it. I don't want to miss it. But actually, if you were to really look, it would be like buying a house. You put in an offer and you feel you've got to go for it without actually having a survey done first. And then when you get the survey done, it doesn't mean you wouldn't get the house, but you discover something that if you had the survey done, it's like you say, I'm not going to worry about the survey. This really reminds me of something, and I will give a real example actually, and this is the kind of energy of it. So this is a long time ago, and I know my beloved mum and dad, who have now both passed over, won't mind me sharing this, but I can remember them buying a house. And my dad just loved it. It was like, very often women are more, sometimes more into homemaking than the guys, but he absolutely loved it. He wanted it beyond anything. And he just went straight ahead. He made the top dollar offer. It's like he took charge of it because he really wanted it. He took charge of it and went for it. He didn't worry about a survey. He just said, no, I definitely want it. We're going for it. And then they got the survey done afterwards. And after they'd committed to a certain price, and they discovered there was some really big stuff that needed doing. Now, they still would have, my mum always said, she said, we'd still have got the house. I wouldn't have said, let's not go for it. We'd have still gone for it. But if we'd had the survey done, we could have actually negotiated the price. The price would have been a bit better because anybody would have found that stuff if they'd had a survey. It wouldn't have just been us. It's not like they could just go out and hope to find another person like my dad, I suppose. But it's like she just said we would still have got the house, but we needed to investigate because it would have meant that we had a better deal, or we would have approached it in a more sort of, I don't know, in a more realistic way. So I feel you need to get to the bare bones of something. I think you're going to get what you want. It's not that you're not on tracks, because we've got two fascinating runes. Sewello says this is the path you must follow. But the breakthrough moment sort of says almost like a 180-degree turn. So there's like almost a contradiction. And I don't think it is a contradiction as such. It's like Little Red Riding Hood or Little Red Cap in the UK. I was brought up with this story as being Little Red Riding Hood. She sets forth, and she doesn't realise, she sets forth to meet her grandmother and bumps into, somebody. It's like the wolf is disguised as her grandmother and gobbles her up, and then the woodcutter comes and rescues her. So so you get the happy ending. The happy ending is coming, but it would have been a far safer story if she hadn't put herself in that vulnerable position. And that's what you're being shown here. What you want and what you desire, there's something that you are wanting and desiring or negotiating or reaching out for or longing for, and I think your ship is coming in. But look beneath the surface, or look at the small print. That's your message. That there's something here to see, and then you get the happy ending, and it will be balanced for both parties or both situations. It's not like one person has the cake and all the others would like a bit. So there's something that has to be ironed out here, or negotiated or looked at, so you really understand the details. Rather than like a moth to the flame, you're drawn to it. You're going to go for it anyway. You're going to get what you want. I think the deal isn't a bad one. It's the path you should follow. You'll love it, but get to the bare bones. That's the message. Let's look at the week ahead. May we kindly ask for guidance and information about the week ahead. What's happening? How is this panning out in the week ahead? Okay, we've got... I'm just going to go with these first initially. Let's see what we have here. So we have the 7 of Cups. Then you've got the Knight of Cups. That was and you've got the King of Swords, Knight of Cups. This is lovely. Look at the choices realistically. Look at what you really want out of this situation, this deal, whether it's sort of personal or professional, and try to look at it really objectively with the King of Swords. Try to look at it really objectively and really thoughtfully rather than emotionally, which is what my mum would have done rather than my dad, who rushed in because he just wanted it. And I get it. I think we can all do those things. And she understood it too. I just think she felt they'd have got a much better deal. Just think about it in a logical way, and then I think you'll get what you want. You'll get the offer that you desire. It's almost like there's a lot of offers on the table. Just really get still, get centered, be logical about it, and then I think what you want will come to you. And then you have another king. The King of Wands, it will come to you. The deal you desire, the outcome, your 10 of Pentacles here, which is a bit like the lottery win of the tarot. This is coming. It's amazing. You will get what you desire. And I think that is stunning. King of Peppermills, King of Wands, wow. Top of your game, absolutely. And look how happy and almost like smug he looks, actually. This is your message this week. Really consider your choices logically. Recognize that, think about what really matters to you within the situation that is around you. State it very clearly. In a really, really cool, be cool as a cucumber, state it really clearly. And I think that, acknowledge that, there needs to be sort of fairness in this. And you don't want anybody to end up being disappointed. But actually, this is the deal, really. And I think you'll get the offer you desire. There'll be like it's a bit like, you'll get a renewed, negotiated perspective here, and you will be chuffed to pieces. And that's what I'm saying in the week ahead, or certainly in the imminent near future. And if this isn't happening around you, then it may not be the right reading for you, or it is a situation, and it can be a personal situation as well as sort of, I looked at it in terms of sort of buying a house or work or whatever. But whatever the circumstances, could even be negotiating with something, in your home that you're doing with a partner or a friend or whatever. But just whatever it is, you'll get the deal that you want, and so don't feel like it's all or nothing. Yeah, this is amazing. Go back, kind of renegotiate, and I think you're going to get this fabulous outcome. Anyway, this is your reading. I'm really excited for you. I really, really am. If it's not in front of you, as I said, it may either not be your reading, or this is something that's coming in the imminent future. Pile 2, tons and tons of love. Thank you so much for being here, beautiful souls. Thank you for being a part of this community. It's an absolute honour and privilege to read for you. If you would like to make sure you never miss a reading, do please give me the thumbs up if you like it. Do subscribe, press the little bell icon. That way everything that I post will come into your stream. Watch out for extra announcements, because I have a few different events coming up that you might want to jump on board with. Collective reading and some webinar around opportunity to watch a webinar about manifesting with the moon, all sorts of exciting stuff. So make sure you press the little bell icon as well as subscribe if you really want to make sure that you see everything as soon as I post it. And pile 2, tons of love. This just looks fabulous, and it really is. It's like, don't accept the first offer. Don't just dive in without thought. And I think you're going to get a great deal of success. Tons of love, pile 2. Pile 3, welcome to your reading. Beautiful souls, let's get an immediate message, something that you need to hear right now for you, and then we will look at the week ahead. You have the world. How interesting. Now you also have Perth, the rune of initiation, and you have the rune of flow as well, Lagos. Now, I always think with the rune of initiation, it's a very personal journey forwards. We're seeing the third eye lit up on this zebra. And the butterfly, something emerging. Even this card, it looks like we have a labyrinth here. I think, and an egg in her hand, something's growing here. I feel a bit like, for some of you, this might be a bit like finding the light at the end of the tunnel, really. Almost as if you feel you have been, not exactly trapped, but going through a period. Perth, for me, is a bit like going through a tunnel. And then you can see the light at the end of it. Something can grow now. I think something's about to emerge or flow into its new form. Perhaps let's draw more cards before we dive into this any further. Okay, that is a lot of cards. I'm seeing, am I seeing all of them? I'm going to go with all of them. Let's see what we have here. Let's bring your other tarot cards over here and look at these first. So you have the Guide of Hearts. How beautiful. Okay, that's lovely. Look at the yellow brick road and the emerald castle and the balloon. And then you have the star sitting here. It's a 5-pointed star. It's the 5 of hearts. Hearts of cups. Look at her getting the 5 of out of this chest. This is about Dorothy, the yellow brick road, the Wizard of Oz. And when they get to the point in the story where there is the balloon, this was what Dorothy thought, that she would be able to get home in this balloon, and then something went wrong and she missed. She the balloon took off and she didn't. I think she went after Toto, her dog, and the balloon took off. So she felt like she'd missed it. And then, actually, a little bit later on in the story, this magical guide, this magical fairy, lets her know that she always had the ability to go home at any time. She just had to wish for it. And look at this, we have the Midas touch. This is really interesting. The Midas touch is 11. This is the card of judgment, or justice, in fact, not judgment, justice. And I think it's like, you can actually wish for something. I think it feels for me like almost as though you feel as though, I want to say like your ship has sailed, or I think you feel as though you've maybe in the past, like maybe you missed an opportunity. Gosh, for some of you, this could honestly be a bit like maybe the one that got away, but I think they come back. Or there's something that you really, really wanted that you feel like you didn't get a chance to have it, and now I think now you do, or you discover that you can have it, or you can do it. I think it is something you've wished for. Cinderella came out in pile 1. So if you were drawn to pile 1, and so actually did the 9 of crystals, the 9 of pentacles. So if you were drawn to pile 1, it may well be that there is a message there for you. But in your reading, pile 3, I think something is about to emerge, but it's actually coming back to you, as it were. It's something that you thought you'd missed. There's something very specific here. You thought you had missed it. It's almost like maybe your wish went underground, or you felt but it's like you can get something back out again. Your heart, you can wear your heart on your sleeve again. Something you want to wish for is about to emerge. It's going to be brought to you. It really is. Something's about to materialize that you have wished for. And that's actually your first message. I know we haven't done your tarot cards yet. Let's do some more. Well, these are tarot cards. Let's draw from another pack. I do, by the way, list all the cards. And these are from the beautiful Naomi, who is a wonderful, wonderful artist. So these are her, I love independent creator cards. These are her cards. I actually think something is about to come back to you. Something where maybe you thought you'd missed the boat. As I said, it could literally be almost like the one that got away. You've got the world, yeah, something is completing. And the Judgment card, so second Judgment card, but I'm seeing the White Rabbit make an announcement. Da 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 da. It's like, I'm going to announce something. I think maybe you announce something to the world. Gosh. I don't have any direct indication here, but I'm just seeing this almost looks like her belly with this figure here. If you have been trying to conceive and you really were beginning to think it wasn't going to happen, I think it might. Okay, this might be, but let's apply that energy to something where you feel like something hasn't arrived, or you've missed the boat, or it's not going to happen. And you know, when will your ship come in? It's about to. It's absolutely about to. That's your message. Your ship is about to come in, whatever that ship would be. Now you have the Page of Swords here. You have the Queen of Pentacles. It's this one. Oh, and the Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, the Knight of Swords, rather. My apologies. It's these little flamingos. And the Strength card. But look at the unicorn coming in. Wow. Let's move those along to make sure we can get them all in. Yeah. Something that you had almost given up on for some of you. Something's coming back in. And fast. It's being revived. It's like that the egg is about to hatch. You've come out, it's that light at the end of the tunnel energy. Almost as if you've been through a process of initiation without realising it, waiting and waiting and waiting for something. And suddenly, and it's all that time, it was like you were like a cocoon, a chrysalis in a cocoon, waiting. I think you have waited, and there's been ebbing and flowing of emotions, of life, tides coming, tides going, and I think you have really on occasions really thought, well, you know, I've missed the boat, I missed the flight, I missed the balloon. This is the point when you actually realise that your wish can come true. I think you announced something, I think something's coming in. May we kindly ask, in real terms with the Queen of Pentacles, maybe we kind of get some more information about what's coming in, perhaps this week. I think you've waited for it with the Strength card. Sometimes this really indicates that you've had to be patient. May we kindly ask about this week? Does something come in this week? Okay, yeah, you had the Two of Wands. So certainly something is activated. Something is, it's interesting because I don't know whether you get it in its entirety, but something is activated. What else are we shown? You've got the Fool. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Ah, it's a doorway. You're offered a doorway. So in a way, it doesn't necessarily completely arrive in its manifested form, but a doorway is opened for you to go and get it, to achieve it, to have it. Yeah, look at that. And look at the doorway. Here we have Alice knocking on the doorway. And then what do we see? So we have the Nine of Pentacles. And then we have the 3, which is the turning point. Look at her opening the curtain, like onto a balcony, where she may well be visible. I think you'll be shown the way. I think you'll get the light at the end of the tunnel. I literally think a doorway is being opened for you this week. And it's going to, you've kind of got to step through it, really. It would be like someone presenting you with a door and you could just walk past it. Obviously, we have conscious free will and choice. I do think it's a bit like in this beautiful card here, where Dorothy is so disappointed because she thinks that she's missed that balloon ride home. How will she ever get home? And then this magical person arrives and says, all you have to do, you've got these ruby slippers, all you have to do is click your heels together and say what you want and it will take you there. So there's something that you have to do to knock on that door, to sort of wish for the, you know, click your heels, click your metaphorical, spiritual ruby slippers. But I think then the way is shown for you. Literally, it flows into being. The butterfly is going to emerge. May we ask for more guidance and information about the coming week, please? I'm seeing a real exciting opportunity here. You've got the Star. How beautiful. You have the 6 of Swords. So that's just moving. I always think with the 6 of Swords, it's a very interesting energy because we move beyond something. You know, we leave something behind, like Dorothy. She leaves behind that land. And then you have the Empress, a card of abundance. Abundance, happiness, motherhood, nurture. You have the Ace of Cups. Oh my. I think this week, literally, this week, something is almost like, I say resurrected, but it's something that you already wanted. It's something that you've wished for. But it's something that you almost had begun to feel that you've either missed the boat or it wasn't going to come, and then suddenly you're given the means to get it. You do still have to take an action, I think, as in, if you've got to knock on the door, if a door appears in front of you, big or small, changeable in size, thinking of Alice in Wonderland, whatever it is, you've got to step through it. But, you know, you've got to be curious enough to go and dive in. But I think it comes. And I think it comes this week. And how amazing. You know, this is something you can nurture. This is something you can bring forth. You're going to love it. This is the path. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. This really is. This is the opening up. It's the emergence. It's the happening. It's that beautiful triangle of colour, that third eye energy in the black and white zebra. It's the moving beyond a period of lack, of wondering if it would ever come. Wow, this is magical. Keep me posted, pile 3. I'm really, really interested to know how this pans out. Really interested. You definitely have to do something. You've got to, if that doorway presents itself, it's given to you. You've got to knock on the door. You've got to say hello. You've got to ask. You've got to draw back the curtain. You've got to follow that star. Click your heels together. But wow. Is there anything else my pile 3s need to actually do or be aware of? Okay, 5 of Wands. Is there anything else my pile 3s need to be aware of? Death. Ooh, off with their heads. Okay, I know exactly what this is about. I believe, yeah. You have the 8 of Swords. Yep. And the Page of Pentacles. Right. This is a situation of genuine promise. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own way. Get out of your own head. Procrastination be gone. Stop thinking of things that could be in the way. Rather, think about the yeses rather than the nos. This is a real, literally get out of your own way. Off with their head. And then she points to the, that's what the Queen was saying, off with their heads. And then you have the 8 of Swords here, which is very much where we are in our own head. We can't see something, can't see the woods for the trees. Get rid of that stuff in your head. And this is a position of promise. Stop trying to talk yourself out of it and talk yourself into it. Because this is actually something, as I said, it could even be someone coming back in maybe. But there's something that you had shelved or thought was, like you missed the boat. That's literally what I'm seeing. Wow. Pile 3, keep me posted. Beautiful souls, I am thrilled for you, really thrilled. Do let me know how this happens. I think it's been a long wait for you, but this does suggest that this is going to happen. So get out of your own way. This is, I love it. Absolutely love it. Off with your head if you think negatively. I think it's delightful. Beautiful souls, this is your reading. If this is resonating with you, do please give me the thumbs up. And if you would like to make sure you never miss a reading or indeed anything else that I do, I am going to be posting some extra events. We've got a live collective reading where I want you to bring your cards and read. We'll be reading together. And I've also got webinars coming up too to help you to manifest with the moon. There's all sorts of things. I'll put links below, but do watch out for those announcements because I will be making announcements about the live events and webinars. So if you want to make sure that you never ever miss anything as soon as I post it, do press subscribe and the little bell icon, and hopefully everything I post will come into your stream. And truly, honestly, pile 3, I am so thrilled to be reading for you. I'm really honoured. So thank you so much for being here. Tons of love to you all. Thank you all of you who've been jumping on board my tarot course. I am so excited to be working with you, reading with you, and it's just, I'm just thrilled to be connected with you all. So thank you so much for all that you do that supports the channel. Tons of love, pile 3.